you are healthy. And the last is a multimineral complex, the green tablet that gives you all the minerals that your body needs. Then you've got the home care products, the product that makes sure you live well. Clean house, clean environment, no toxins in your house. The yellow product is called Super 10. Super 10 is a product that is a heavy-duty concentrate. 1 liter you mix with 10 liters of water. It's for heavy-duty cleaning. If you've got stains on your carpet, in your furniture, on your tile, if you've got an oven which hasn't been cleaned for a long time, or you've got a bathtub, anything that requires heavy-duty cleaning, this is the product for you. The middle one is Care Solution, is a disinfectant, very concentrated. You mix 1 to 1 to 50 with water. Therefore, 1 liter of this will give you 51 liters of usable product. And then we have LDC, the light duty concentrate, the red colored one. 1 liter you mix with 5 liters of water, so you actually get 6 liters of usable product. Simple philosophy, low dose, low burden, and earth-friendly cleaning products. Then we have these fantastic products for farmers. It's called Super Grow. It helps to increase the yield of the crops and increase your profits. It's versatile, very concentrated. You mix it 1 to 1,000 with water. Safe and easy to use. It's multi-purpose. It means you can use it indoors or outdoors. And it's got proven performance. And then we have the skincare range of products. Skincare range of products simply means we've got products to make your skin look nice, look neat, so that you look and live well. You've got products to cleanse and detoxify, to have moisture balance on your skin and invigorate. You see, your cells are dying every day and they have to be replaced every single day. So you need very good products to keep your skin healthy. Let's talk about the business. We've talked about the company. We've talked about the philosophy that underpins our company. We've talked about the products. But how do you make money in our business? What is this business opportunity? The first thing you need to have is you need to have a desire. You need to have a dream. You need to want something that you don't have at the moment. Maybe it's to buy a dream car. Maybe it's to travel around the world. Those of you who are in the business already, you know that next year in May, the destination is in Egypt. So a lot of distributors are looking towards qualifying to go to Egypt. Maybe some of you want to build a dream house. You want to have financial success or financial freedom. So this is what you need. This is the beginning of the growth of your business. You need to have a dream. I see some people are very excited about my screen. Let me just remove some of those scratchings on the screen. Okay, so you need to have a dream to get your business started. Let's look at how the business works. This business will work for you when you do 3 things every day. They're called daily success habits. What are these success habits? What are the 3 things you do every day to grow your business? 1 is you use the products. We've talked about what the products do. So what you do is simply this. All of you who are attending this meeting today, in your home, you use soap to clean your home. You clean your utensils, you clean your bathroom, your kitchen, everything that you need in your home. You buy cleaning products. So what we say is this: instead of making other people wealthier, use it to grow your own business. So you're buying products from your own business. So the first thing is use the products. The second thing you do is you share the business and the product. It means you introduce people to use the products and also to be business builders. And the third thing we do every day is personal development. It simply means you take time to learn about the products, about the business, how to be a leader, how to grow your business, how to inspire and motivate your team. Let's see in practice how it works. This is you. You've registered with the company Neolife as a distributor. The company will give you an ID number. That ID number you use to buy products and to build a team. Let's say you start the product, you start the business, and the first thing you do is you use the products. That's the first thing. The second thing you do is you start looking for people who need our products. From my estimation, I think everybody needs good nutrition. Everybody wants to live healthily. Everybody wants to have, for example, if you reach our mature age, you want to have healthy aging. I bet you did a fantastic training last week on healthy aging. So you use and get people to use the products. Let me say in this example, you get 6 customers, people who buy products from you because they are not registered with the company. If you do that, your income is roughly $30 a month. You do what is called 102 PV. You see, each product has a point value attached to it. 100 PV or point value is roughly $160 in volume, or 170 US dollars in volume. The next thing you do is you invite your friend, your relative, and your neighbor to join you as business builders. In this example, you, together with your friend, your relatives, your neighbors, each of you have customers. You generate 250 PV from your friends, relatives, and neighbor. In total, your organization generates 1,000 PV. If you do that, your income is about $300 a month as a senior manager. That is just the beginning. What is the next thing you do? You help the people you brought in, that is your friend, your relative, your neighbor, to also reach the level of senior manager, doing 1,000 PV each. You also keep introducing other people to join. If you build a volume of 4,000 PV in a month, your income is about 500 to 700 US dollars per month as a director. What is the next thing you do? The next thing is, if you help the friends, relatives, and neighbor to be directors, and you also build a director volume, you become what is called a world team member, and your income is roughly between 1,500 and 3,000 US dollars a month. If you want more, just help other people to be directors like yourself. If you do that, you become a president's team member, and your income is over $6,000 a month. And this is very exciting because if you really learn how the business works and you teach your people to do the same, this business grows with or without you. Okay? So at this juncture, I want to invite a very dear friend of ours, a world team member from Uganda, Mr. Joseph Mugisha. Joseph, if you can hear me, just raise your hand so that we can unmute you and you share with us your wonderful story. Joseph, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Pascal, and I can see you.
There you are. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm very, very well. At least in Pretoria now, the weather is beginning to warm up. Last week it was so cold, but the last 2 days it's very exciting. The weather is warming up, and we are very happy. So I want to hand over to you to share with us your wonderful story. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal, for the wonderful presentation that you. And thank you very much for being there for us, because since COVID-19 in 2020, you've been there training us, mentoring us, giving us all the knowledge, all the skills, together with your beloved wife, Madame Betty. So I thank you so much for being there for us, and may God bless you so much. You have made a positive difference in our lives and also in our businesses in Uganda and in the whole world at large. So my name is Joseph Mugisha. I'm born from Barara. It is western part of Uganda. I'm a businessman by interest. The reason why I chose business is because I grew up in a family of 8. I'm last born, and there was no money to take me to finish school. So, you know, if you don't graduate here in Uganda, you cannot get a good job. If you don't have a good qualification, you cannot get a good job. Even if you get a job, you cannot get good money. So I was a big dreamer. So when I moved from a village to town, I made my own research. I found out that the people that were living the kind of life that I wanted to live were business people. So I decided to do business. And remember, I was still young. You know, if you don't have enough capital, you cannot start a big business. Though I was a big dreamer, but I couldn't afford to start a big business. Then I started a small boutique around town here in Barara, where I am in our city. I started with a few dollars, of course, like $500. So I went ahead, because it was small money, I went ahead and borrowed money from Centenary here in our country, Centenary Bank. So to have enough stock in order to make some money. And unfortunately, after working for 1.5 years, I couldn't pay the rent because I had rent arrears for 3 months. And the landlord was always on my neck asking his money. And in that time, that's when a friend of mine came to buy something. Because I used to sell new clothes, I used to sell t-shirts, jeans, and shoes. So someone came to my shop and to my boutique and said, would you be open to look at the way to make an extra income? I said, wow, that's a good idea. So he invited me to a small physical meeting. When I attended the meeting, the presenter presented very well, like the Pascal has presented. They talked about being financially free. They talked about traveling the world. They talked about being your own boss. They talked about good health. So for me, what I liked about the business, it was to make money. Of course, I wanted to become financially free because I had a lot of debts. I wanted money. Of course, when they talked about health, I saw that you cannot get rich when you are dead. Of course, good health is very important because it is the foundation. Then when they talked about travel and lifestyle, so I grabbed the opportunity. I decided that day to join New Life simply because I wanted the money, of course, to live a healthier life. I was not sick, and also travel the world. But the main reason was money. So I got started. I didn't have money to join. I had like $10. I deposited. Then I went ahead and borrowed the money to start. After starting a business, I attended the meeting and they said, for you to succeed in this, in a boutique, at 10 a.m. you start dozing. So I used to feel tired. So when I started on CNN, in a space of 3 days, I started feeling better, feeling vibrant, feeling energetic. I said, wow. Then I remember that my mom had a severe backache, joint pains, and stomach ulcers for more than 7 years. So she used to buy counter medication, but she was not well. So when I went ahead, after using Natrienen, I gained confidence to go and share with her. And she never had the whole amount of money to buy those products. So she gave me a few dollars. I went ahead and bought products for her. After taking Carmag, Zinc, Arivera Plus, and Trienen, Full Motion, and Omega-3, in the space of 2 weeks, she was able to move gently She never complained about the ulcers. So since then, she's been well. She's 75 years. She can walk. She can do everything. She doesn't have pressure. She doesn't have diabetes and other diseases. So I got excited. I said, if these products can work for my mom, they can work for many people. So I started attending trainings to learn the skills on how to share the products because remember I used to sell clothes. I didn't have skills to sell like TNN, sell these cleaning products because I didn't know them. But through training, I learned each and everything. So in a space of 1 month in this business, I had made profits. My first commission in this business was $10. I got excited. It came in my names. It was a check printed in my names from South Africa. Pay some of Ugandan shillings, Joseph Mugisha, Stanbic Bank. Wow. Then they told me, if you continue to share this program, this business opportunity and products with other people, your check will keep on increasing. The harder you work, they told me that the harder you work, the more money you will make. I said, what? So I kept on sharing products and business opportunity, attending trainings every single day. So my check rose from $10 to, I became a senior manager. Of course, my check grew up to $200, when it rose to $350. So when I became a director, my check rose to $350. Then I went ahead, I shared the same, I developed other senior managers, very many senior managers. Then I developed one director. I became a ward team member in 2023. So when I became a ward team member, the company, when I was an emerald director, the company took us to Windsor Golf and Country Club. It is found in Nairobi. They treated us like kings. I slept on that bed. I was like a king. We ate, we enjoyed. Remember, in stories, what team members, they used to tell us that when Obama was in East Africa, he used to sleep in Windsor. So remember, Joseph, from the small town here in Barara, the company invited me to go to Windsor for leadership school. I spent there the whole week eating, enjoying, doing exercise, learning. It was an amazing experience. So when I came back, they said that the key to success in this business is to help more people to get what they want. So that's what I did. I developed one director, then I became a ward team member. And that's when I started earning over $350. I kept on building the business, sharing opportunities, sharing products, attending trainings. So to cut my story short, my highest commission in this business, it was $1,300. And that was last year in June. I said, what? Of course, we have very many people who are not who are employed, but they can't earn such money here in Uganda. Graduates, people with degrees, they don't earn such money. So me, who didn't even complete the campus, I can earn such money because New Life pays. Because the harder you work, the more money you make. You decide how much money you want. It's a matter of setting goals and working hard, working smart. So I've been able to, the benefits, number one, it is additional income. Today, I no longer rent. I live in my residential house that I have been able to build quarters of New Life here in the city. Not in the village, but here in the city. I've been able to travel because they told me in this business, you will get money, you will travel, live a healthier life. I've been able to travel. 2013, I went to Zanzibar for holiday, of course, for lifestyle. When I came back, I worked hard. 2024, we were invited to go to Mauritius. We are in Mauritius. For us, together with my colleagues, we decided to take a long route. We traveled to Ethiopia. We slept in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. Then after we went to Johannesburg, South Africa. Then after that, that's when we traveled to Mauritius. We spent there 1.5 weeks enjoying life. So for us, we were there before the company. So we spent there 3 days before the company convention, the Impact Summit there. So we were there for vacation. My God, we ate. It was an amazing experience. And after that, of course, this year in May 2025, we were invited to go to where? Cape Town. Where? Cape Town. My goodness. In Cape Town. 2 days. Me and Justus and my leader, Dennis Tumushade, were there in Cape Town, moving all the streets of Cape Town, going shopping malls like Waterfront. We shopped. My goodness. So what I can say, if you are on this call and you are a guest, number one, this business works. You don't need to doubt. If you want to change your life, get in. We shall train you. We shall work with you. You will enjoy each and everything. So let me tell you, let me share with you an experience in Cape Town. The first day, of course, we arrived at our hotel. At our hotel, the hotel was Sky Hotel, Cape Town. You can go on Google and you search about it. After that, there was a welcome dinner. My goodness, we had people all over. We met all the Nigerians. Afiz Dijan, I used to see Afiz on YouTube, but I saw Afiz physically. Even I rubbed shoulders with Afiz, the 5-diamond director, the most successful in Nigeria, the longest qualifying 5-diamond director in East and West Africa. Wow. He used to inspire me on social media, of course, on YouTube, but I saw him physically. So, and all the Nigerians and other leaders all over from South Africa, West Africa. So we met in one place in Sky Hotel. My goodness. The dinner, we enjoyed the dinner. There are people entertaining us. They were entertaining us, of course, dancing. It was fun. It was fun, really. It was fun. We took pictures with Nigerians, with leaders, with Charlie Bolton, and many other people. Then the convention day, of course, when of course, we are in convention, the people who spoke, it was only one president team member. Other people that spoke that day were diamond directors. Diamond directors from Nigeria, 1 diamond director, 2 diamond directors, 3 diamond director, 5 diamond director. So I learned a lot of things from there. Of course, Nigerians are aggressive people. Of course, they do this business seriously. They don't joke with this business. That's what I learned from there that day, that I need to be serious more than what I am today. And other speakers, of course, they inspired us that we should take this business seriously. Of course, Jaja Mike is the one who welcomed us at the airport. He took us to our place where we are supposed to be for 2 days. After that, of course, he went ahead, picked us from the hotel to where? Sky Hotel. So I thank Mike, I thank all the leaders, because you find someone like Mike, those diamond directors, they are very humble. They treat people as number, as our values say, treat others the way we want to be treated. So they respect us more than, but in other businesses, you cannot find a successful person associating with people below his or her what? But because these leaders, of course, they treat us with kindness. It was a lesson. It was a big lesson for me. Then, of course, the welcome dinner was very good. Of course, we had fun. We traveled all over the part. The company hired for us buses to take us all the what? We traveled all the Cape Town city, Table Mountain. We enjoyed each and everything. So it was a fantastic experience. So what I can say, we need to work hard. If you are a guest and you are on this call, you need to decide, because when you decide and join New Life, all your dreams, if you work hard, all your dreams will be achieved. You will achieve all your dreams. We need to decide. We need to get in. Of course, do three things. Number one is to use the products to share the business opportunity and products, and also training for personal development. I have grown personally, because by that time when I joined, I couldn't speak. I was a very shy person. I didn't believe in myself, but today I believe in myself. So when I look at the future is very bright, because I am planning very soon. I'm getting married very soon. Next year, I want to start earning over $3,000 from this business. I want to build rentals. I want to deal in real estates. I want to drive a car of my dream. That is Range Rover Sport, black in color with number plate Jose. No confusion. But to achieve this, we do this through touching people's lives, through helping other people. So number one, we have to have big dreams. Of course, if you have big dreams, you have to have a right mindset or a right attitude, because nothing can stop a person with the right attitude, and nothing can help a person with wrong attitude. If you join this business, you have to have a right attitude for you to succeed. You have to have a burning desire, achieve your dream. Of course, you have to believe in yourself, because in this business, when you start, most people, they may discourage you that this business will not work for you. That's how they used to tell me. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your sponsor. You have to believe in the company that has been around for more than 60 years. Of course, you have to have faith that if other people can achieve success, you also can achieve success. And you have to take action, because success does not come to you. You have to go for it. So you have to pay the price in order to do what? You have to pay the price. So we need big dreams. We need to have right attitude. We need to associate with the right people. Of course, mentors, we have mentors. And if you do that, you can achieve all your dreams and goals. So thank you very much, Mr. Pascal. If I've been able to build this business toward the team size business, and I want to become one Ruby director very soon, before this year ends, I'm planning to become one Ruby director. I'm planning to marry. Of course, if I can do it, everyone can do it better. Thank you very much, Mr. Pascal. Back to you.
Joseph, thank you so very much for your wonderful story. And I can tell you that the lady you're going to marry must be very lucky to have a young man who's really decided to change his future by simply making a decision to start a business. So thank you very much, and congratulations on your engagement. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't add to that wonderful story of Mr. Joseph Mugisha. If you have any doubt that the business works, listen to that story again. So thank you so much, Mr. Mugisha. And one of the things the company, Joseph was talking about traveling. If you really want to travel, Neolife is a place to be. Of course, you have to work hard. Joseph has said that. This success will not come to you. You have to work hard for you to attract success. So if you want to travel, Neolife is a vehicle. And then leadership school. Joseph was talking about Windsor Hotel. Once you reach a certain level in the business, the company sends you for leadership training for 4 days, paid for by the company. You meet leaders from around the region where you share experience. You learn new things about yourself, about your business, and about how the business actually works. If you're a guest, what do you need to get started? Your sponsor will give you an application form to register as a distributor. If you're in Botswana, you need between 720 and 1450 pula. If you're in South Africa, you need between 950 and 2,930 rand. In Kenya, 9,200 or 9,007 or 11,700 shillings. In Nigeria, 68,000 or 100,000 naira. In Tanzania, 167,000 or 217,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, it's 250,000 or 280,000 Uganda shillings. USA, $75. Togo, 46,200 or 61,500 francs CFA. Italy, 64 euros. Ghana, 800 or 1,300 Ghanaian cedis. Cameroon is 60,000 or 74,300 francs CFA. This is what you need to get started in different regions. Of course, you notice that not all the countries are represented here because of space. But if for whichever country you're in, speak to the person who invited you. They will show you what you need to get started. So, a very important thing, take charge of your life. Number one, very flexible hours. You decide when you want to work and how hard you want to work. Number two, you work from home. You don't need an office. Number three, you save money because you're a distributor, you buy at a discount. But secondly, because our products are multi-purpose, one product replaces 3 or 4 other different products from the other supermarkets or places you buy or stores. Residual income, this simply means that what you earn now is the work we put in yesterday. Betty and I are earning money that for the work we put in 20 years ago. That's the nature of our business, and that's very attractive. Quality time with your family, because your family, your children see you working, a husband and wife, or if you're still single, the people in your family see you working very hard to achieve your goals. Financial freedom, if you really want to be financially free, this is the business for you. You become your own boss. This is my advice to you. If you're starting the business and you're employed, take this business as your employer. That means if you need to start calling people at 5 in the evening or 6 in the evening after you've come back from your regular work, let it be so. This is not a sometime business. This is a part-time business. If you treat it as a business, it will pay you as such. Okay? Then international travel, Joseph has spoken to you about it. Education for your children, you lay a good foundation for education of your children. And personal development, there's a lot you learn when you're in this business. So that is what we do in our business. We want to thank Joseph very much for sharing with us his story. If you're a guest, get back to the person who invited you. They will give you, they will show you how to get started. They will hold your hand. They'll give you the basic training so that you can become successful in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you very much for spending this evening with us. Joseph, thank you very much for your story. We wish you every success if you're a guest in your business. Good night and God bless.